And I can see that we're live on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma, and first person in chat today is the one, the only, it's May School. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for the bananas. Thank you, Forgil, as well. Welcome, Zefirka, Maximka. Oh, I've probably butchered that one, haven't I? And welcome to all the other peeps tuning in. What a day it has been. Let me tell you what we're going to get up to. We're going to do some creative building for this build style over here, but I want to incorporate a project that has a particular footprint that we're looking at right now. That footprint will also, yeah, it will go out as far. Oh, did it on that side, just missed it on the last bit. So yes, let's start building. I know what I need to do here. Need to get on top of the old world edit, and then just stack by like 10. Now, in terms of height, we can do whatever we like here. I also may want to change the glass here so it looks different. Here's the other thing. The glass is going to have water behind it. I could actually put some of that in because it changes how it looks visually around the front. Makes the glass here a bit more tolerable, I think. Welcome to all the peeps tuning in and saying hello. Hope you all have had good days on planet Earth today. I've had an alright day. We'll talk about what I've been up to, as we always do. I'll have a waffle. God, now I feel hungry talking about waffles. That makes the glass look a bit more tolerable, doesn't it? But what I'm thinking is maybe, like, I've been thinking I want more of a circular shape to begin with, and doing something like this would eat up a lot of glass, I tell ya. Is that actually even? Yes, it is. Let's just build that the whole way around and then stack it up, and we'll decide if we like it or not. Like that? Yep, that's correct. What's going on the stream, says Rosa. We're doing creative building today. I was going to stream from the server, but I felt like what I was going to do would be more fitting for the next stream, which is Saturday morning, which is part of a Hermitcraft live stream weekend. So with that to look forward to, I figured, yeah, we'll do something survival on that one. Okay, and then we should be able to stack 10 like that. And all of what's on inside will be way more filled in looking. So that is that's a chunky amount of glass. But that will contain the project as need be, and give it a far better look, I think. So it's time to start putting in some blocks. What we'll do is probably outline everything that's necessary, first of all with sandstone. Like this. Gonna need a little bit of space in this area for what goes on here. And if we focus on just doing like one half of it, we can sort of copy rotate on this build. I could actually just focus on the ones. I guess I want to focus on like a side as in around the corner, right? Josh Wham! Thank you for 3 months. Fun Sizo, thank you for the Prime. We also had 3 new Patreons join today. Jess, Gabrielle, Maru, and Sarah. Thank you so much for signing up on Patreon. Appreciate you doing that. Hope you enjoy playing on the Let's Play Minecraft Together, Freegether server, whatever it's called. T now, is it? Yes. Bugaloho or Bugalaho. Thank you for the Prime subscription. Appreciate it. Xander Max says, who is X? I am X. Do you have a question for me? So, I don't really have much in the way of a vision. Let's just keep placing some blocks. Maybe the way to do this is to have... Oh, we got an Evil X noise. I'm just going to keep placing blocks and see what happens. Michael Stickle, thank you ever so much for 63 months of support. That is wonderful. Thanks for having fun with us. Will you be playing on the actual server tonight? Probably not. Unless we get like a ton of stuff done here. My plan is just to do some building for Hermitcraft. Like, you'll see what we build today. Maybe in the episode after next. See, the thing with Hermitcraft is you always got to do big and bold, right? And I feel like each episode needs something big. And the first few episodes, you're gearing up and getting stuff done. And then, where do you go from there? You've got to start building some farms and some projects, right? Now, it's early game. But I've come up with an interesting farm concept. And I want to do that next. But this might be a bit too mega for it. We'll have to wait and see. I could always do, you know, like I did the front of the house, I could always just end up building like a portion of this. And then like come back to it or something. And finish it off at another time. So yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, and don't expect this thing to be done super duper quick. I am just placing blocks. See, I didn't really even have much of a vision for what this would look like. I just kind of know the shape of the farm, right? Just trying to think about how what we've done over here fits in with what we're going to do there. Oh, that's some delicious tea right there. Very hot as well. Dalt Boss says, please spoil the next episode for me, please. Well, there you go. I've spoiled it. That's the next episode, part of it. Lems3011 Crafts, thank you for gifting a sub to Evil Rat. Appreciate you doing that. What a username. Be sure to say thanks in chat, Evil Rat, for that gifted sub. So this roof design needs to reappear over here, but then be slightly different and maybe more magnificent. Let's go ahead and just grab the full... I want smooth... Okay, we need to rearrange a little bit here. And get rid of some of the stuff that isn't essential. So I want that block. And actually what I wanted was warped planks. So possibly what we do... Now immediately I'm thinking it's quite far away from the center. So that means if you want to have a tall roof, like, look at how even just that kind of slope, which is not steep enough, takes forever to get to the center. It's a very big roof, so immediately I'm thinking this needs to be treated differently here. This is something that sort of sticks out. And for the space that I need, I know I could squeeze it inside of there, so that's okay. So if we come across like this to the other side, and then maybe the roof itself starts more around this area. And that would allow us to perhaps take the steeper path to the middle. This is going to be like one enormous build, and I don't want it to be too obnoxious. Or maybe I should be thinking about like breaking the convention I've already got and coming up with something different. Like, the roof doesn't have to go from the sides to the middle. It could just be something else entirely. Sorrel the Soul, thank you for 24 months. Miss Clicks here, thank you for the Prime. And Hamster Senpai, thank you for 2 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Puffy Fluffy Llama says, X, I've seen on your music blog you've enjoyed some Sabaton music. One band I quite like which feels similar is some of the music by Beast in Black, which I recommend to you. Thanks, I'll check them out. Let's stack 2 like that. I have become quite fond of Sabaton. let's see, this, in theory, yeah, it sort of starts and stops in the same place. So building it up again here gives us a bit of an idea as to what it might look like. You know, I've been playing Bedrock and trying to get used to flying in creative mode and placing and breaking blocks. I can't believe, like, how clunky and horrible that game is to play with keyboard and mouse. Like, it's rotten. You just constantly... things just constantly don't work. I don't know. Like, I was observing how when you hold shift in the sky, it's totally different from Java, and it makes you drop down to the ground. So I was trying to build something, and I kept falling down to the ground if I pressed shift at the wrong time. I mean, you know, just one of the many problems. Yeah, so this is not going to work, but I think I know something that might. I think I know something that might. So what we could also do is perhaps even make this a little bit wider if need be, and go for this kind of roof going into the middle, which would obviously fit way better with what we've already done, because it wouldn't be as tall. And that would actually give us pretty much what we've got going on at the back here. So this, it'll be the same shape as that. However, I do think I want it to go all the way into the middle, and I think I would like it to overhang like this does here. Okay, we're going to need some more warped wood, I think. One thing that's important is probably not to get like too carried away with the details straight away, because this is only like the top of the building so far. However, once the top is in place, probably a lot of the rest of it can follow. So we can have it like that, and then that should probably go, yeah, straight to that. Let's get that in place over here. It was actually slabs like that, then this. There we go. Good stuff. How about a dome, says Kajin420. I kind of don't want to do a dome. I've never been too keen on domes in Minecraft because I think they really exacerbate how curves translate to the blocky nature of the game. So I would not go for a dome. And then at the top level, it's just something like this. I mean, at least that's like the one portion of that just scaled up a bit. So that could stack and repeat going back into the middle, and then all sides could kind of meet. And then in that direction we'll stack two. Yeah, it's copied some of this along with it, which is fine. For now, as we're just sussing stuff out, right? The one thing is, it's all right doing that, but over here, we should really stick to the side that we've already started building at. There you go. Ah, well, those are actually the blocks that I kind of needed just to keep in place. So there's no reason that it couldn't just go over the top like that, really. If we take a full block and just knock that into place, there's no reason it couldn't be like that, right? Maybe we get like a little leaning something going on. Maybe we break it up with sandstone blocks. But having 4 of them go into the middle like that, I think would be pretty acceptable up there. Hey X, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good is your day, with 1 being bad and 10 being amazing? Says Clickertail. I'd say for like a normal, you know, day at home, or work day, if you want to call it that, like maybe a 7 or an 8, but you know, like, doesn't beat going on holiday or something like that. I was thinking about Rome today. Rome is such an amazing, beautiful city. I want to go back there. Because there are different types of days, right? Anyway, I'll tell you about my day. When we last streamed, I was pretty depressed, as I'd struggled over the weekend with just things that are going on in the world getting to me too much. Decided, right, need to put the brakes on all the media I'm consuming. Need to pay attention to that and just keep on top of things. And you know what? It came back to me the last couple of days, and especially today. Feel like back to my usual self. Had a very productive day. Just kind of woke up feeling like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm good to go. And focused on getting a lot of stuff done. You know, going through the motions, doing all the things that need to be done in a day. And I was listening to like these little daily mini podcasts with like ideas for learning and creativity and stuff. And one of the things it mentioned is that your best hours of the day are usually the morning. And I kind of know this, right? I know the best hours of the day are the ones closer from when you wake up, because you're recharged, you're energized, you're ready to go. But I don't tend to try and leverage that too much. And today I naturally had a lot on my list and was ready to like get going without any distractions. This podcast also talked about how like you should avoid emails and like mini distractions until the bulk of your work is done later in the day. So I did that as well, you know, which is normally not what I do. I tend to do a bit of micromanagement as I get going, and I think it's much better not to. I didn't really need to build the whole thing there. What I needed to do is just bring it to the center like this. So it gave me some thought that perhaps what I want to do is leverage that and change how I structure my day and focus more on the morning being a time to get stuff done. And as I like cross everything off to my list, I just felt my energy go away. Like more like not my energy, but like my spirit, right? Like it's like, oh man, I've done so much today. I just felt it. And I was like, okay, it's time to like stream now. Yeah, I think that on all sides is going to work. It is gonna take something though at this level where we have this like disconnect between, you know what, we don't have to stick with the glass the way that I've set it up. So let's play with that a little bit. Let's play with this idea that maybe the glass doesn't have to be that way. Because we can do that. That's the first one that comes out. See, that works. Like I can put the blocks like that, no problem. And then you've just got this bit here where it's like not quite on the same pace. So let's get that back. Yeah, I do feel like that bit there is just going to look like a bit kind of obvious, but we'll see what we can do with it. Shiznit says, what do you use to get your guitar tone? Pedals and an amp. Hup Flupper, thank you ever so much for 20 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for resubscribing. What about sloping back from the glass along the angle of the glass, says Bosch Jones. Not sure what you're trying to describe there, but I feel like I need to keep the build relatively sort of rigid in places. I'll continue to follow my nose. Anyway, later in the day I'm listening to some stuff about diet and whatnot, and apparently eating carbs later in the day, if you're an intermittent faster, is better for you. Which kind of makes sense. Apparently it helps you sleep better too. So, in line with this idea that the morning is like your most productive time, I'm thinking what I'm going to try and do this month now is focus on working in the morning like maybe to like 11, 12 sort of time, maybe even 1 o'clock, and then work out and have my first meal. So that means I'll probably be streaming like later than this most days. And then like try and leverage, you know, the morning being the most productive time. And then usually what I do, I normally have my meal with the most carbs first, under the idea that I'll need the energy for my second workout of the day. But I'm going to try it the other way around, so I have my more carbohydrate intensive food or whatever you want to, however you want to word it, like later in the day. So it'll be quite the switch, and it'd be interesting to see how it affects productivity and, you know, staying in the zone and whatnot. Girls, thank you for gifting a sub to Cloud0 for 3 months. Appreciate you doing that. Cloud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. And Benpera, thank you for 7 months. Greatly appreciated. Right, I reckon these roofs coming out further will like suit the build better. So let's expand, like, it's got to be less than 9 blocks. So if that comes out further, maybe we can then use that to kind of build a curve or do something interesting with that space. There we go, stack 1. X, coffee, tea or energy drinks, says Dark Boss. Well, energy drinks outright ruled out. No energy drinks whatsoever. They are garbage. Literal garbage. Literally, they are literally things like waste over products that they have to take out of other foods that they've just recycled into something they can market. Do you watch TLDR News, says JDM? I do actually, yeah. I find it to be quite a more neutral leaning news source, which is what I like. But Monster has 500% of my daily vitamin B12, says 795. So you don't need 500% of it, you need 100%. So, you know, get rid of that. Also, vitamin B12 is in other foods. You should get your vitamins and stuff from Whole Foods first. I mean, supplementing stuff is supplementing it. Okay, oh, right, it is that one. For some reason, I was like, where is it? I'm literally looking right at it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too into, like, the details of the shapes just yet. But we do need to suss something out here. So maybe... Can I get rid of... Ooh, I can get rid of that, too. So maybe at this level, this can just be, like, a bit of a cushiony thing. I don't know how to describe it, really. Remember, we've got all the stuff you've seen in the build so far to leverage into this. We don't go straight into, like, when I did this, I built the shapes first and then the details came later. So that's kind of how we're doing it again. Now that does look a little bit obvious that it's like hiding something, but I think you're just gonna have to accept that that will happen. So then that looks kind of cool, and then at the base we'll have this again, I think. And maybe it too needs a bit more than just the 1 block. In terms of the height of this build, by the way, it can be, let's see, how tall are we here? Let's go to the inside and just count the glass. 12, so 13. I really do have, like, another 2 there, so 15 tall. I really do have a lot more flexibility. I could easily add, like, another 5 blocks to this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe we go for, like, 11. I think this thing needs to be tall. I'd probably go for 13, I reckon. So, because I said 5 more, right? So we'll go like this. In fact, let's incorporate a bit further. Then down here, get that back in place. X, what type of farm is this, says 4Guild? That will be a surprise, because it's a very odd and unusual way to do a farm. And that's kind of what I was looking for. I thought about some mechanics, and then I was like, oh, you could do this. Do it this way. Starting to look like something now. I think adding that height really suits the scale of it. And just, like, we're going to have to put it side by side with that, I think, when we're ready to start building it more. It's a farm of secrets, says Christina. It is, isn't it? It's a farm of secrets. Let's do the count again, because maximizing potential here is important. So, I need to add 1 to this number. 17, 18. And then you've got a little bit of base here. I feel like I could probably squeeze like maybe 2 more blocks out of it. Let's go like this. And go move down by 2. And then take that and stack by 2. And now I think I'm pretty much like at the peak of what I can do here. Did you see Tango's copper farm yet? It's a masterpiece, says Arthur King. Well, based on how he named the video, I figured he would be up to something pretty spectacular. And you know, it's Tango, so he'll deliver. Do you deliver? Beans and liver. Okay, so the base of this building is going to be like this. Tango's farm is insane, apparently. Oh, I can't wait to see it then. Fun fact, if you take a look at the external link buttons on the YouTube channel banner, there is a 1 pixel discrepancy. Congratulations on noticing that. I wouldn't have noticed. Matchy3107, thank you for 24 months, that's 2 years. I'm so hyped about Season 7. Me too, my dude, me too. It's gonna be a good one. Season 7, Season 9, God. I swear, whenever I read the season number lately, it's just like a blur. I'm just like mixing them all up or something. So, getting a bit shapy here. Like, having it sort of swell into that and then coming back out again at the bottom. I kind of like. It is a bit, currently it's a bit stiff, but, you know, a long way to go. So then we need the equivalent of that, which is 1 more block over. I don't want it to be exactly mirrored, but I do want it to kind of have some similarity going on. I can hear the follow button going off a lot as well. Thank you for all the follows, peeps. Appreciate you doing that. Funky Coaster, thank you for 44 months. Going to the gym soon, so won't be around for long. But great to catch the stream for a bit. Glad to have you with us, my dude. Hope the gym session goes well. I'm currently on a week of... like, I've taken a week off, but I'm doing like little mini sort of easy workouts, if you like. Yeah, we're on to something now, I think. It's going to be big and chunky, but the scale's just about right. I do wonder if the roof would benefit from like slowly being raised like this is. So let's say we came here. We need to expand and then move. I think that's going to look awesome. And then move that one 2 blocks. Right, I like that. However, I'm gonna... I was just thinking, what if it sloped... Yeah, no, I think we need a bit of both. So let's undo. Wait, what? Oh wait, undo. That should have been next on the clipboard. Weird. Okay. So I reckon here... Wait, which one did I click? That one? This, what we'll do here is we'll move one that way. And then this bit goes up. And then that one goes up by 1. And then this next bit's going to be a bit odd. Move 2. What do you reckon, peeps? How do you think it's going so far? Let me know in chat. X-rate ice cream, then cake. I'll give them both a 1. El Manaman, thank you ever so much for 4 months, saying cheers for another month. May your project is completed on time and your resources are abundant. Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes. So peeps are liking it so far. Cool. I feel like some of you are overly enthusiastic. I was expecting a bit more of a like, it's got potential because it's a long way from being done. I'm a bit worried about the roof as well. I've kind of neglected the sandstone bits. Maybe we can find a way to work that in. Anyway, I think we're kind of good to like get into the details of this. So what I'm actually going to do is start off with the roof and really get this kind of going. So let's look at our palette down here. What are we using when we build the roof? It's these slabs with those blocks. I'm not using that currently. Okay, we need this block and that block. Right, so let's get this roof done proper. Did I actually put those onto these bits? Oh, I didn't. It's really up to me if I want to do it or not, isn't it? So I think I will. The Thinky says, oh, Xisuma wants a compliment. Better type a compliment in chat. Thanks. I wasn't fishing for a compliment. I was looking for some feedback. Thanks for thinking the best of me. God. That kind of lines it up really nice for the next bit to come in. Now that doesn't work there. Referring back to here, it is important to sort of undercut it a bit. So maybe we go for 3 and then have it undercut. Yeah. Not sure if I like that or not yet. Okay, round to the other side. Does this mean I'm gonna need it like... See, that kind of connection there is okay because something continues. We're not gonna have something continuing. And when we left it blank between episodes, it didn't look good. So I think what we have to do at the front here, for now, is just fill it in. That's so unacceptable. Alright, can't have that. So maybe... I feel like maybe having like a little balcony bit could possibly work. Ooh. So we use, I don't know, maybe actually I should have kept that. Something to it. I guess that kind of works, right? Nah, I feel like that doesn't work. Bay windows, says Trader Joan. I wish I knew what bay windows were. The Manuka, thank you for 4 months of support. Thanks for resubscribing, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. Some hints of crimson would look good. I was thinking I'd save that for lower down. So if you look at this, it's always quite separate, the crimson to the... Like, I don't want to really intermingle those two. There is another warped fence component here I have not thought of, perhaps. I can give it, like, some kind of depth. I actually really like that, and yeah, no, I think that one should stay as such. Right, and then in here, just bring that back again. That kind of works. That kind of works for me so far. I think this bit at the front is obviously flat. So now we get to focus on the next bit. I don't know what this was going to be made out of, but it's almost like... Ah, we got some glass back there, do we? It's almost like it's going to naturally just come up and be a part of the next bit of roof. So I think we're going to embrace that for a second. What I should have done is shimmied this thing over with World Edit, but you know. Yeah, I really should have done that. In fact, let's do it from that spot. Just like that. Simples. Yeah, that's 2 blocks, isn't it? Good stuff. Okay, then that's, like the other side, going to become a part of what's below it. So, again, what we need to focus on, really, is... Well, I'm literally building this on the wrong side, because when we flip and mirror everything, it's really just like, we need to look at the build from this section here, right, like through the middle, so we don't need to be actually building anything on the other side. And I need to stick to doing that, because it's a real time saver now. Alright, so from here to there, we'll move 1. Yeah, that looked like a mistake. I'm not really sure quite where we're at here, because that's where the next bit is going to be. That will make it the middle, won't it? Oh, no, no, it won't. Yes, it will. Ah, that's actually good. That's a real good thing. That means the roofs get to going to join on the same spot. So no quirkiness there. And then this thing's going to be at this height. So maybe, I don't know quite what's going to happen there. That's probably something we're going to come back to. Wait. Okay, this keeps throwing me off because it's not 3 wide. So when this one goes up, it'll go up here as well. Like that. Which may leave us with an awkward thing in the middle. Right, we're gonna go all the way to getting this roof done. Now I can possibly like flip and mirror this to save me rebuilding it on the other side, because that's pretty much that done. Yeah. Hannah 1018, thank you ever so much for subscribing. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here. I've been enjoying it so far. It's been pretty productive, I'd say. Like, I never know, the thing with building is you never really know like what pace you're going at, but the thing I find is like you just want to find the groove, like you just want to start to enjoy it, and I'm enjoying it, so that's good. Right, so I think what I need to do is not press that button, shape renderer. We need to flip, and then you have to pick a direction. Now, let's see what way we're actually facing. It's east. Never eat shredded wheat. So let's flip south. Well, there's east. Okay, let's go left. So then, if it's flipping it right to left, it should now be on the opposite side of me. Therefore, we rotate 90 and then paste. Okay. So now we rotate 180 and then paste. That actually worked. Okay, it worked. I just didn't quite know what I was going to see. Excellent. Right, and that includes... Yeah, it includes that half in there. That's everything we need to see. So although it looks a bit crazy, that's all we ever need to do, because it's going to be symmetrical on all sides. Wow, we got a roof almost complete, peeps. This is exciting. I guess a slab would go there since the stair won't work. Probably do... how's that work again? If it's the next one along, we're looking at it there. So it would indeed be level with it. And then the slab is just there because it doesn't work. So we're not going to do trapdoors at this level. And I think... Wait a minute. So it's always... The next one's always higher, right? Oh, you can literally see it's just that is naturally one block lower. So we have that, and then I guess in the middle, I think we'll do it like this. And then maybe like a thing like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I think the bit here though might look better going. It's really not a lot of room to do much different. But that could be it. Yeah. All right. Roof done. I think it's done. Maybe not, because I'm placing more roof blocks. So that'll be our next bit to focus on, I think, is just what happens here. Virgil says, I just got a commercial and I swear it had Scar's build music in it. Well, Scar's build music is from the YouTube archive of music, isn't it? So you probably see it in lots of places. You should replace the normal black stone with gilded. Now, not only would that be a bit mad, aesthetically, I'm not sure it would even be visible. Actually, it probably would. And the fact that it adds a little yellow is kind of alright. But I'm not going on that mission, not yet. So yeah, I'm feeling like this thing is like calling for some contrast with the sandstone, but obviously like the way we do that is with crimson. So perhaps we'll try and put something in here. Interesting. We're going to have very little room to work with on this one. Right, let's look at our build palette that we've selected. Let's actually get rid of everything. Start again and pick out some of the important things that you see around here. I won't do the sand yet, just because that's more of a, like, the last thing you do is you come in and you change all the gradients, right? Add a crimson veranda. I don't know what a veranda is. I'm learning I don't know what a lot of stuff is, actually. So we can do that. And that block there doesn't have to be glass. It might need to be a redstone block. And I'm kind of conscious that... Well, you know what you're probably really not going to see? It doesn't really matter if you see anything or not. The other thing is, like, what if they're on the outside? And what's behind it is that. See, now you do... I think you do need the space behind it. You need to see that space. To tell you that something's there. So, where we've used it before... It's been on the outside... And then there's been... It's sort of indented, but on the outside. Yeah, there's a bit more space going around with it. So that's kind of alright. And then I'd use something like that and this. Maybe not there. Or these. It's not going to provide a lot is the thing that I'm seeing here. It's not going to be able to give a lot, and putting that on the outside won't work. So the way that I made this appear a bit more was by putting that in front of it, and it connects to the right kind of blocks. Can officially technically put that there, and even do that, which looks so much better. I could even make this into more of a shapely thing. Except it doesn't really have the depth for that, no. Nah, that's never gonna fly. If anything, I want to make all of this look smaller, right? And I can't use that at that level. I can use it here. Corner balcony, says Trader Joan. Balcony. I don't know how to fit it in. That's the problem. Like, we've got some restrictions here. And not a lot of room to really give it much. So I think the idea of a balcony is that it's an overhang, right? That's kind of getting a little closer, and then when I put the trapdoors here, that helps. Yeah, it's almost alright. What you really need, though, is for these blocks to block off on that side. And then it all just looks too blocky to me. I think we might have the wrong idea to look at this space as if it's the spot to figure this stuff out. Something needs to go in this space, no doubt. But maybe not with the crimson. Although it does feel like it's screaming for it in a way. So obviously we can put like crimson stuff here. Relatively, no. Again, well, Okay, so let's say we were to put them here. We'd have to extend that out for sure. In order to have little things like this going on. Should really have started this a bit higher, perhaps. Like we do have a bit where it sticks out over here, yeah. Like we're going for more like that. Cody Bob 87, thank you so much for your Prime subscription, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream. We might be struggling a bit here, but I'll tell you what, we'll get going. It'll happen. Yeah, maybe bring it all down by one. Then we have these. That means we're going to need walls on either side. So then, how did I feel like I hid them more. I didn't really. Maybe it's not so bad that they're quite visible in spots. And then what's behind it will be glass. It's a little too like what we've already done. I'm wondering if I should be like looking for a different angle here. Add a little birch, says Delty Boss. Birch is more of a like the thing we do last. It's more of a color thing, but yeah, birch could help. Okay. So I mean anything shapely is what it has next. There's not enough contrast there, and it was using the cut blocks that helped create some lines, so that's important, right? Or I could just do that with sandstone. And then we've only got room for 2 of those repeating. So I really feel like that's not the approach either. I'm starting to wonder if we should change something here. But I need this space at each end, so like to have that is an odd one. What about this up here? So just to finish some of this off. What slabs are these? Smooth slabs. Feel like some cut slabs might be better. Go on, place it. There we go. That's a big improvement already there. And then maybe we need more of this. We're being raided by Daisy Music. Daisy, thank you so much for the raid. Look at the chat. Gosh, so many emotes. So many emotes. Daisy, thank you for resubscribing. A whole year. 12 months. Has it been a year, really? That always amazes me. Just how the time gets by. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. And welcome all the raiders. We're doing some creative Minecraft building today. Getting a little bit stuck on how to make this work, admittedly. Like, getting really stuck, actually. But something just kind of popped into my head here. I think maybe what we need to do is focus on getting these, like, trapdoor windows in, tiled a couple of times. And maybe not focus so much on the shape we subscribed ourselves to originally. So, we just scale back this a bit. What we got, first of all, is really quite nice, that. How this will line up behind it, not entirely sure. Let's go like that. You could put smooth sandstone stairs in the wall for some variety. Now, that stuff comes last. We're trying to get the, like, we shouldn't go detailing this thing and doing all the texture blending until we know, like, how it's going to work, which I haven't sussed out, right? Now, again, I could possibly squeeze extra space. Then it doesn't line up with that, so that's not cool. And, like, then you end up with that. Just not getting it, am I? I'm just not getting it. I need something and I can't find it. That's all good. That's a huge improvement. We could even put, in fact we should put a little soul lantern with a chain up here. This stuff again usually lasts, but while I see it, let's go for it. Maybe one lower actually. Winnie just broke the law, says the Thinky. Winnie, what did you do? Did you snap it in half? Crimson fences, maybe. Interesting thinking. Yeah, that's like, what are we thinking there? Like, just have them in for some contrast, or have them in the wall. Doesn't feel quite the same. Right. Well, I'm going to do my best here to try something else again. So this is the thing with creative building. It can be tricky sometimes. And then when it comes to these blocks, I can technically go as far back as that. Aha. What about something with all of that? Okay, I can deal with that not having a lot going on and being like a hangover. In fact, we can get pretty extreme with it, it looks like. So we can come back to that and make that better. Already I'm feeling a little more confident now. This right here has got to be able to do something for us. So if we have... how are we going to play it? Like... I don't really want to come out from that shape. I think we're going to have something much more like that on the front, and then on the side something much more subtle. So we've got a free wide space to work with. We can have our trapdoors like this. Now if we break that, there's just that behind it, which I actually kind of like. However, come back to that. I need my crimson. Wood. Stripped crimson wood. And we need some walls of this variety. Mad Array, thank you so much for 20 months. An amazing 20 months. Keep up the good work and remember to take care of yourself. Appreciate it, my dude. Yeah. I've been taking care of myself. I scheduled myself an evening off yesterday. Talking about taking care of myself. Scheduled myself an evening off. Wanted to zonk out, have a takeaway, watch a movie, forget about what's going on in the world, and just kind of chillax, you know. And there I am, getting a little bit impatient. You know, my curry's taking a while to turn up. And I hadn't eaten all day, so I was pretty famished is the word that I like. Feeling pretty famished. And I open up my phone, and what do I see? That there's a beta, and it's the Alley. Now I'm dead excited to check out the Alley, but boy did I need to just not think about having to make a video or anything like that at that point in time. So anyway, got on with it, as you do. And watched the movie, really enjoyed it. I picked The Joker, which I'd seen not long after it came out, so a more recent movie. And dang, that movie, like, it left such an impression on me, and watching it again, it was so good. So good. I'm sure you've heard people rave about it plenty of times over. I just think that movie's utterly fantastic. And Joaquin Phoenix, am I saying his name right? Just utterly disappears into that character. Like, his whole body language, his facial expression, the laugh, like, everything comes together. It's such an incredible performance. And I feel like the movie has quite a deep... Well, maybe not deep because it's kind of obvious, but like its meaning, its message, what it gets you thinking about is really powerful. And yeah, I enjoyed it. But so after I watched it, I come back to the computer, and I cannot. There's something wrong. Like I can't uninstall Minecraft Bedrock Edition or Preview Edition from my computer. And neither of them will work properly. Preview won't run at all, and Bedrock won't update to the latest beta. And I was like spending like an hour just chiseling away at this problem, trying to figure it out. And eventually, as I mentioned in my video, Foxy came to the rescue. Shout out Foxy No Tail. The guy's been super helpful with me having a bunch of questions about bedrock and stuff. Anyway, thanks to him, I was able to get to it and make a snapshot video. Quick thought about what we're doing here. When we replace the glass, it means that you can kind of see it from other places. I'm not sure if that's going to look janky or not, you know? It actually kind of looks like there's another layer of glass directly behind it, so maybe what we then do is replace that as well. So then the glass becomes a little unnecessary in certain places. I should also focus on building on this side. Because it's... oops. That's not a space it should be. Okay, but there's okay. Because it's not the water. Wait. Then that gives us a too wide bit, which I really don't like, so... But the bit behind it's okay, actually. That'll work. Okay, I think we've found what we're doing there. This is all going in the right direction now, I think. Wouldn't you say? It's starting to get some character to it. Loses the contrast colour through the trapdoor gaps, though. It does. Actually, that's a really good point. Do we want that? I feel like I want that back there. Otherwise, like, you kind of look straight through. It gives it a sense of having a deeper structure. Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. Thank you, red concrete block. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, I'd love to remember that, but I know what my memory's like. One day I'll just say Jacqueline Phoenix again. Joaquin Phoenix. I've seen him in quite a few movies where he's impressed me. He's definitely on my radar as like a great actor. I feel like maybe I should seek out more of his movies. Where I've been watching loads of movies, I love like just picking out like an actor or a director and like seeing like what they've done and like learning about it that way. I think I brought a movie of his called Ladder 49 or something like that years and years ago. Back when my friends we'd all go to Asda in the middle of the night and buy like really cheap DVDs for like £3 each. He was terrible in the House of Gucci, says FWA Diver. Was that him? That wasn't him, that was no wait, I think he was in it and then there was another guy who was in it who gets critiqued a lot. Either way, like oh, loved him in the Johnny Cash movie, Walk the Line. Dang, yeah. I remember, that's going way back, that one. I've seen that. He's been around a while. Been in the industry for a bit. So if we like the contrast, what are we getting out of this build when we look through those windows? We don't get like another colour, and I don't think I want to do that, but I'm half wondering. You know what, brown, by the way, I want to do a build where we focus on spruce and sandstone at some point. Like, that door is deliberately with those textures to remind myself. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's like something else we could put back there. Okay, he wasn't in House of Gucci. Yeah, the one who was also has played the joke. Jared Leto, yeah, and Jared Leto is a character, let's say, who's I don't know, he has his critiques. I don't think I've seen enough of his stuff really. God, Malcolm's music is such a vibe, says to Gemin. Isn't it just? Also, I think I need to stand up. I've been sat for over an hour. I feel my bum feels funny. Let's stand up. X, I don't know how often you look at Twitter, but I just sent you a cosmic panel. Kind of dark, but now I just completely associate you with Doom Guy. I check it a couple of times a day, but my new thing will be like checking it in the evening, as I'm trying to like avoid distractions early in the day now. Also, I got my new monitor stand today. I'm hoping to get that hooked up as quick as possible because I really feel like I need the extra height on the monitor. Because when I lower my arms down, it feels better. But then I have to slouch my head, so I'll get there eventually. Dang, this build is coming along, and we have got a little hung up on some small details, which is absolutely fine. While we try and suss those out, let's remember to keep building while we're in the process of figuring them out. I think I'd really like it to just keep going all the way down, right? So, oh. Why did I build that one so different? Oh yeah, and I never really finished my little story. So yesterday, finally got around to doing the video, and like, cause it was late, and I don't know, like there's a bit of a rat race, right, for getting out snapshot videos and updates, and I've always tried to be on top of that, but also have a level of quality. And I feel like yesterday I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it because it was late, and I didn't really want to like go not do it until today, because I've just had so much on today and I'll have so much on tomorrow that it will yeah, things will start to back up. But you know, you've heard me talk about it so many times. I always get sucked into that like productivity YouTube rat race. It's just what happens. That needs something a little different in the middle. Just like that. Yeah, so I decided, right, what I'll do is I'll put this out, but I'll put a little caveat in it, and I'll say, hey, not on my top game here. Got not as much time as I'd like. And anyway, like once I had uploaded the video and gone to bed, as I was, you know, falling asleep, I just kept thinking of things like, oh, I should have done this, I should have checked that out. So I've got I've gone and done a bunch of cool, interesting tests, and yeah, going to do a second follow-up video now on the on the alley. The alley. I had to think for a second. I really did. So if the way you interchange the cut sandstone really just gives structure. It's really quite important to do that. Like if you look at where I'm placing them, they just add lines, and that's like exactly what we need. Maybe not that though. I think maybe leaving that entirely flat is not the worst thing ever. Somewhere around here we got that one. There is also the option of perhaps... I feel like leaving it flat was probably the right call. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I like that. I don't know about all of you, but I think that kind of works. This is going to be obnoxiously big to build on Hermitcraft. It's so early in the... Oh my god, this is going to be like mental. Hang on. Let me just look at that, because that was a fair bit of work. That's got to be at least twice the work of this. Because it's going to be like this on all sides. What do I sign myself up for? I'm going to have to pace myself building this one, that's for sure. So, let's maybe try and pick out like a contrast block just to put behind it. I think a grey might be a good shout, or possibly some spruce wood, right? I do like that. Let's I don't think spruce is going to mix well, is the issue. Yeah, those two together is like a different vibe. Blackstone, so maybe to deliberate... Oh, I haven't got any calcite yet. Diorite would be the cheap equivalent. That's nice. And I bet diorite won't look as good. Yeah, diorite's a bit more murky. So now I've got to find some calcite, and unfortunately not a crazy amount. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right, we're getting close to finishing off this part of the structure and being able to copy paste it, which will be a big step. Ah, this does create... I think what you'd want to do is probably just have the lines. Yeah, you want that. You want that. The Batman666, thank you ever so much for your subscription. Appreciate it. And Hermitcraft, thank you for 3 months with the Amazon Prime. Thank you for using the Prime subscription on me, my dude. And thanks to all of you tuning in. 2,000 peeps. Be sure to hit that follow button. And check out the schedule here on Twitch, because I am streaming again Saturday morning. And probably not Sunday morning. But Saturday morning is part of the Hermitcraft livestream weekend. Yeah, can we see the glass shaped into an arc? No, this is its final form right here, I think. Yeah, that's pretty much ready to be copy pasted round to the other side. With the flip effect. So I'm gonna copy from there. Yeah, I'm going to need like all of it up to here really, because there's changes at multiple levels. And we just have to repeat what we did earlier from our central spot, which is now spike. Be careful sitting on that. So we copy. We flip. Oop, no, that's not flipping. What way do we flip, peeps? I've totally forgotten. I think it was left. I think we flipped left. Then we rotated 270. And then paste. That should give us the goods. Nice. Looks super jank, but that's because we're not pasting it all the way around the build. This will allow us to focus on the middle now. Dang, it's coming together. It is coming together. It is happening, peeps. And now I've noticed that I never did that. Okay. Huh. I have more changes to make. Well, that's fine, really. Okay, so what I got to do... Yeah, I got to really change this up. So that, all the way down to the bottom. Like here. No. Why is that in my offhand? How did that get here? Right. That block. Smooth sandstone. Yeah. Is that right? Let's look at it from this side. But then there's also... Wait, I think... Ah, there you go. No, okay, I did that correct. It replaced this bit as well. Excellent. That is actually exactly what I want. Okay, so that means everything's correct behind here. Yes, even there it's correct now. Then we put in our calcite. Shut that up. Remember, we don't need to actually repeat it over here, because we're focusing on the very middle of the build. Right, wonderful. The Batman says, AX, try out purple wool to hide the trapdoors. I don't have access to purple wool yet, and I think putting a colour that's similar doesn't really work. Also, it's a very strong colour. Yeah, I don't like that. That's too strong. I think we got the vibe just right with the calcite. So, things that need doing next. Something needs to happen up here. That's a little too bland. And I can't build into that space. I feel like it needs a break from the sandstone again. Or a bit of depth or something. And that kind of just about works in a weird way. I tell you what I haven't done. I haven't put any... Right, I haven't put any buttons on yet. And we might want to make use of a wall again. Nah, it doesn't really line up with anything here. That I want to leave alone. What I might do here is go with the cut again in intervals. I actually think leaving it smooth works better. So let's not worry about that. Yeah, so buttons can be a little obnoxious if you place too many of them. But I actually think that's a nice balance right there. Probably not going to use them again much over here. Zethimus99, thank you so much for your Prime subscription, dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. So when it comes to placing blocks at this level, I've just realised what I can do is go a little bit lower if need be. And then down here, maybe the same thing again. Yeah, that should be glass there, shouldn't it? Just trying to make this feel small. Again, like, am I approaching this the right way? This was big because I wanted it to be big, I think. So let's try and strip this back to its bare minimum. Like, those glass blocks could just be these blocks. Let me check that again. Yeah, that's like the bare minimum. And then those will have to be blocks. That kind of looks pretty decent. It's not too imposing. I'm not sure if any other textures would fit into that. Maybe that there. That's kind of okay. It's a bit obvious why it's there. That's fine. And then the glass you can see goes up into this space, which I'm not sure is what I want. So the glass can go like that. So I feel like maybe those blocks at the top should be something different. That looks great, says Iana Rose. Thank you, thank you. Add another smooth slab stone on the top of that thingy you got going. I think that's literally what I did a second ago, right? Noogly, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. I think you could do a colour pop there, X. A colour pop. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Pop that colour. Yeah, it's quite a strong colour pop. That's probably where you want something like birch. Now we've got stripped wood for smoother, or the planks for something a bit more contrasty. I think the smoother stuff is going to work there. Yeah, a little bit of colour pop. Wonder if any of this could have gone in this area. Don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. I think ultimately it's just going to left us with a bit of space that's hard to do something with. I could have the roof come down a little bit further maybe, but I want to keep that slope. This is a really, like, obviously, like, it's housing something build, but it kind of looks awesome. I can't wait to pick a spot for this to go on the server. It's not going to be attached. I was going to have it attached to this. It's not going to work. This is going to be a standalone building, I think. Initially, I pictured that all of them would be attached with these little corridors, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I feel connected glass would look nicer, says Clarky. Connected glass wouldn't make a difference because, as you'll see here, the blocks aren't actually touching. So it wouldn't make any difference, really. Also, I don't have to have this bit here. I could make that a lot smaller and have this big base Gonna do something different. Yeah, I'm really loving this actually. God, it's just started to look more complete, and I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I was just thinking about maybe having a different light up there. We could put shroom lights. However, I think deliberately and visibly illuminating like that. Okay, first of all, texture doesn't work, and then I think the light is going to mess everything up. Maybe we just leave it as is. It's also probably a good idea for me to now get in here and just remove some of this sandstone. So this sandstone was here for me to prep the area, as you can see. And now I'm going to remove it, just so when we look in, we don't see too much of this going on. You know? Yeah, that, and you're just going to look up and see like the blue. That's great. That's really great. Oh man, I'm really digging this. One thing I haven't thought about is I need to come up to the top. So like, I'm probably going to need one of these to actually be open on one side, and I'll probably fly up there with the elytra later in the season. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Dang, this is such a mega massive build. But I love it. It's Hermitcraft, right? It's what we do. It's how we roll. So let's play around with this idea of not trying to mirror what we did up top at the bottom specifically. Got something else planned for that spot. So if I put that there and there as a bit of a marker, I think I want the glass to come down as well, just so I can get the full picture of what's going on. That's going to need to come down. Let's see what's going on here, because we're copying to the middle. Like that. Ah, look. Mistakes were made. Right, now the bottom doesn't have to go out like that. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe a little bit of structure that comes out, but essentially, what if we wrap up this with like a big base unit where it's like this anchors into the ground, and then around it we do a lot of this stuff, the gradient with the wood, and rather than have it symmetrical, we give it all like its own unique position, which would mean that like most of what you're looking at would be finished. How does that sound? Prismarine lamp, says Shash Watuk. Dude, we are at the very beginning of the season, and I cannot make a prismarine farm. Like, that's one of the special things. Oh dang, I'm gonna have to go back to the Nether, right? I might have enough warped for that roof, but I probably don't have enough crimson for all those trapdoors. I gotta do some serious resource gathering for this build. Okay, let's just start with something like this, right? So I'm kind of picturing something big and bulky. That can be recessed. Have a bunch of other stuff going on the inside. Okay, this would also mean when we get to this level here, some of these blocks become a little unnecessary. When I build in creative, because it means I'm going to go build in survival, I always try and be a bit balanced with how I'm using all the resources, right? Balanced? Oh, I'm not finding the right words. I try not to like overuse. I try and use the absolute bare minimum. So where you could just like fill in all the space on the inside, I don't want to do that in survival when I recreate it. Right, so initially I think that looks kind of ugly, but here's what I'm going to do now, as we've given ourselves a bit of a blank template to work with here. Let's get the axe back. Let's also drink some water. Let's hydrate, peeps! I drank all my tea, now I need to drink lots of water. Oh, God. When will the next episode come out? It will come out tomorrow, my friend. Yeah, remember to hydrate, peeps. Remember to drink your water. Your water! You what, mate? Drink your water. Right, let's grab that. And we're going to do the big one this time. All the way to the middle. Right, so if I / copy, flip, did it again. Flip to the left and paste this time. Do we find that it has all been pasted over here? I think it has. What it doesn't capture is more of this here. Look how much of the glass we kicked back from what I originally added early on. Okay, so in order for me to capture everything properly... How's that in the offhand again? Gosh. I think that'll work, right? Yeah, that's far enough. So do that, and go up to the top again. Alright, and run through those commands. We copy, we flip, we paste. And now when we drop down, we've captured a tiny bit more. Whatever. Okay, so when I rotate 90, now why is it when I did this the first time it wasn't in the right place? Because I'm sure... Isn't left counterclockwise? Sure of it. Oh yeah, I need to come up with a different approach for this bit now. I'm not entirely sure, because I'm only doing like... Okay, I know what my mistake is. I know the mistake that I made. So I'm going to come down here and do what I did just over there to this bit. Yeah. Okay, that includes doing up a lot of this. Ooh. I think it includes doing up all of that actually, because that's not been copying. So what I needed to do is copy and paste it around to this side. Okay. Okay, it's still on my clipboard, so if I 180 it, this will save me a lot of time actually. I'm literally doing what this will do for me. So that should tidy up all of the stuff on the inside. Yep. And it's done the bottom for me. Good. Right, what I'm going to do this time is go pos 1 there. And I'm not actually sure if right click or left click is pos 2. So we'll pos 2 up here. Right, and now it's way simpler. I don't have to flip because I'm copying the corner. But, again, like that should be clockwise, so it should paste there, which it did. Interesting. So after you flip something, it doesn't obey the same rotation, and I'm not sure why. Okay, but now we have actually put the build, put it to work. There's a bit missing there. Why is that? Why is some of it missing, I wonder? I'm not sure. We can figure all of that out in a moment. Right, I can see a problem with the bottom bit. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all think? Let's see it in chat. That's going to be a lot of work, says Zerk. It always is with this game. It always is. It's just like... You always bite off more than you can chew. No matter how much you try to get a wrap on things. Yeah, that suits there. That suits. I prefer the previous base, says Miola. Well, this is a farm. This is like a housing. I've got to admit, like... I was trying to like scale back on doing crazy builds like this all the time and try and focus on smaller stuff. Like I thought this was too big, but like it was probably just about the right scale. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that just yet. Maybe if I do it in stages. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm seeing what's wrong with this, and that is that this should be here. Which also means... I'm going to leave the sandstone. Well, it'll end up probably looking rather odd. I could do that. Yeah. Punch all of that out. I mean the cubes, I prefer the diagonal foundation, says Meowla. I think I'm gonna go with this. But I'm looking a little further ahead than you can see right now. Also, what's up with this? That needs to be there, but these blocks don't, I guess. That doesn't go there, and neither do these. Was the idea. So yeah, if I copy paste that around to the other side, then it'll be good. Let's go and do that now. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like there's room for a little something there. Nah, no one will ever see that anyway. You don't sort of come up to this level. Let's get up top. Okay, we rotate 180 and then we paste, and that fixes it on all sides. Yep. Except, does it? Why is that different? Oh, I ended up making that one different. Right, just punch those out. Sweet! Ish. There's still some bits that I've met. Oh, dang it, I didn't come around here and do that, did I? So that will be broken somewhere else too. This one? Yeah. Okay then. Right, I'd consider, apart from this glass, I'd consider that pretty much done, in a ways. So now what we'll do is we'll put the floor on it. Bang. Crazy weird build. Crazy weird build. Lizzie likes the look of it, that's good, that's awesome. Okay then, so that's one corner. And then somewhere over here is the other one, right? Oh, there it is. So, we won't have a directly flat floor for this thing, but if you consider it to be relatively flat, we can then sort of build up the terrain around it a bit. Why not change the colour of the glass, says Blathy. Well, I don't have dyes and stuff, plus I think that looks pretty cool. It looks top heavy. It will have to. It just is how it is, right? I must admit, the first thing that I did looked really balanced. But there's no farm in it. Like, as soon as you like attach a farm to a build, it always just makes them a little crazy. Yeah, I really like the concept for this farm, and I really would love to see that built. It's just, maybe I didn't quite get it quite right again, but there's still ways to go with this. How are we gonna do? So when it comes to this texturing, I think what we'll do is a bit of like an invisible selection system or something. Oh, I never did that corner, I guess. Oh, that's the first position, right. Then we're going to have the second position somewhere. No, that's not quite what I was going for. Yeah, so let's go... So we'll use the replace command and then smooth sandstone. Replace with smooth. No, I think you got to do the percentage first. So let's say we go 70% smooth sandstone and 30%. What are we going to go for? Stripped oak log. Alright, like that. You see, I kind of know that I just want them from the bottom. Actually, I think I'm going to undo that. That's not the way to do it. What I'm going to do is come all the way up here, that pos 2, and say, instead of stripped oak, let's go with sand. Ah, yeah, that's the thing that might happen. Now, one of the rules that I did in the last one is that I put way more sand higher up. Okay, and that's most of the blocks that have fallen down, I think. Or all of them. That one's held up by the fence post. Interesting. I know that one fell from here, right? I think they can fall from that middle bit. Here you go. Yeah, I think we just did them all right. So then what I would come in and do is grab the sand at this level and have like way more of it higher up. There's too little here. There we go. It's pretty much all in the same spot at the moment, I'm realising. Because all the other ones we keep the same, right? They're part of the structure. So then maybe we come down and just down at these levels, just chalk out a few more blocks here and there. Oh yeah, there's another spot where we can have more of it. Down here. You get the idea. I could probably do this like off camera, I guess, at some point, but it's a part of the process. Just have more of it up top, less of it down below. It'll be very subtle, but the eye will pick up on these things. If you push the farm halfway underground, it'll be better proportion to the main structure. Well, it's already got part of it underground. But that would just mean that this bottom bit zips up. I could literally push those up. That's an interesting thought. So if I come down here and I go pos 1, and then this will be a bit tricky because where do I want to do this? Like, I guess here. Think. Right, and then make that pos 2. Now that was in line with that. So I want to go 3, right? So if I go... Now it's shorter. That does look better. Okay. I think you might be onto something. 3. It looks better 1 up, so now let's double it and go 6. Now I'm not so sure. That's definitely too big, isn't it? Let's go move 3. Changing it by 1 is better, I think. Only by 1. What do you think, peeps? 3 was good, says the thingy. Really? We'll call this one 4. Oh, wait, unless you mean how much I move it. Okay, so the communication's going to be awkward, isn't it? Like, if I count the windows, we'd call that one 4 and the one before it 3 and the original 5. Someone says less overhang. You might be right. The overhang might be a bit much. As much as I really like it. So like, we'll come over here. It's kind of weird to modify it in this way. This deep into the build. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, it's going to torture me. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if I should work on the bottom a bit. So what we would do is have like, I don't know, the stone, like the stone height around the edge here can sort of go up and down, right? And then at this level, I can easily throw in some of that, right? I was thinking of putting random blocks like that, like little beams coming up, but I don't think that'll work. So if we were to roll with that idea, it would mean all of this is complete, and therefore I could take a bit of time to try that. So let's do this. Create position over here, and then the next one somewhere like here. And then right into the mountain. Okay, so we're gonna rip out this, sadly. Now the thing that I think is that you need the warped wood on this side of that sandstone. I don't think it works without. How does that thing work again? Keybinds. Where is it? Right, got it. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like you need that shape that's left. Good thing we left that, actually. Possibly like that. Yeah, I can see this kind of working. It looks kind of cool in there as well. But then at this level, I'm really not sure what it's going to look like in here. Kind of like we did before. Something like that. I mean, that's not terrible. That's a start. Let's get the slab. That one there. No, that's the slab. Is it better that way? What do you think? It does. I think it's got the better proportions. The problem here is that I probably should have had this, right, nudged in. And to do that now would kind of be a bit of a nightmare. Like, really, that just needs to go in by 2 blocks or something, doesn't it? Some of you like it, some of you don't. I mean, it looks odd. I really love it with the arc coming over, but yeah, it's too much overhang. So, really what needs to happen is probably it all needs to get pushed back in by 2 blocks. Oh, that would be so difficult to rework. The other alternative is to push what's out below it, like, further out. Yep, I was right. Torturing himself, says Christina. That's what building is. Especially when you're a rookie like me. Like, experienced builders, like, kind of know how to spot these proportion problems earlier on. What if we take this off and then just see what it looks like when you have just sandstone? Obviously, there's some warp wood back there. So this means you'd need less sandstone here. And can those blocks be changed? 2 of them can. I'm sure there'd be a scheme to... Not the worst thing ever, is it? It does look odd. Looks odd. Dang it! We came so close. We got so far, but... I don't know. I don't know which one to go with. Let's reload this. There we go. Is there something here that would work? That almost does. I mean, probably need some contrast. That's just 1 block, but that might just be the one. I don't know. Looks like an egg, says Bear. It does. Oh, I could agonize over this. Big overhang with base level to balance it out, says I just Sam. What do you mean by that? Dang, it's so difficult to understand your suggestions sometimes. Could you alternate the bottom with fences and the stairs? Bottom of what? It does look better though, says Bear. Proportion-wise, it does. You don't see things like that, so it looks really odd. But maybe that's what makes it super cool, you know? Makes it different. It's Minecraft after all. I think I might just, you know, it is Minecraft. I might just stick with that. And be like, yeah, that'll do. There is one possibility. Hello. One possibility. I literally think it was something someone was trying to suggest a second ago. And I didn't quite understand what they meant. But now, maybe I do. It's definitely going to mess up what's on the inside. Go a little bit higher. And then I'm going to need to... Well, this is going to... do that. Then do it again, basically. Right, we might even be able to continue the idea that we had. What was it? Like in here at this level? So yeah, sandstone blocks line the walls, and then you have this back here. Hello, creeper. You can kind of see where it was thanks to that. So literally that, and then the soul lantern, and that would be essentially the same. Just the... Does that... I think that's it. I think that's got to be it, right? That's got to be it. Dang, I think we just found the answer to the question. We found the answer to the question, peeps. Is that a complete build? What do you reckon? I mean, chat is unanimously agreeing, it looks like. That being said, I've copied that, but really it goes back by 2 blocks, so... I'm also not sure if I got it correct in that direction. Chat says it's correct. Excellent. Thank you, chat. Unanimous agreement. Awesome. I think it would be cool to do a... Okay, I got a bit enthusiastic then, and maybe just missed one? I think I just missed one. Oh, I didn't copy it. Oh, dang. We need to do some undos. Yeah, we need some major undos. This needs a lot more thought. I need to copy empty space as well, right? So we need to go from about here to the top of it, but also back in a couple of blocks. So yeah, I think this could be a really cool idea to do this with like other hermits, because when we did Hermit's Town Hall, like, that was really fun building with others. Okay, this time we shouldn't see a floating trapdoor, and we should see... Oh yeah, do you know what we're actually missing? Like a minor detail, which I think was that. Which I could maybe just... I think I might actually leave as is. Yeah, let's leave as is. It is an improvement. It is an improvement. Dang! We saved it! I thought... Oh, God. I thought we were in trouble for a second there. We got 2,200 peeps tuned in. Be sure to hit the follow button for anyone who's just turned up. We have successfully designed just a mammoth build. It's scaled down a little bit from the original, which I'm happy with. A little bit more comfortable about building it. But you know how it is, it's like a constant grind in this game. This is going to take hours and hours, but it gives us some resource gathering to do in future streams, which we will do. Would it look better to change those purple trapdoors in the windows for the warp trapdoors? No, this is about the contrast. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get enough of it in there, but it's part of our build theme, like the 2 colours. So there's a reason it's there. Maybe add glow lynching on glass. That'll look nice. I don't know. I don't know that it would. It would also then emit light. Glow lichen. I guess you can do that, which is kind of cool. Like have them in the same box. You might be onto something there. I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now. I could cover it all with that. In fact, I could cover it all with that stuff using bone meal pretty quick. Hello, we got a couple of, I guess, sand blocks would have fallen out from those spots. Yeah, dang. Beautiful build. Which reminds me. What's this mean? Kinda don't want to get it. That'll do. Got him. That's my thumbnail, peeps. And you know how long? Oh wait, apparently I missed one. Someone says. You know how long I streamed for? Oh yeah. Look at that. Yeah, we have come up on streaming time. So I'm going to go look for someone to raid, because that's all there's going to be from me today. Let's refresh this thing. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. And hope you enjoyed the stream. And we're going to raid Foxy No Tail, of course, today. And be sure to thank Foxy for helping me out. Yeah, so thank you to everyone who gifted subs. Thank you to all my mods, my Patreons. And I'll be seeing you soon in another one. Saturday morning, in fact. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.